you know, mestizos, they're light-skinned Mbundu intellectuals who have become what the Portuguese call assimilados. That means those Africans who've taken Portuguese cultural pretensions, education and all this, and they were mostly light-skinned. Jonas Savimbi, who was opposing, you know, the government in Angola, is from the Ovimbundu ethnic group, further south. And they dislike, you know, those who are in power in Luanda because they feel they are light-skinned outsiders who are there to maintain Portuguese interests, not real Africans. Okay, Agostinho Neto, Lopo Nascimento, Mario Andrade, Lucio Lara, Commandant Ico Carrera, those who founded the popular movement for the liberation of Angola, who run the country today, are regarded as, you know, light-skinned mestizos from the Mbundu ethnic group. So they have been opposed by the Ovimbundu ethnic group led by Jonas Savimbi. In Togo, the same thing. The people who run the country today are called the Cabres. Okay? They are loggerhead with the Ewe ethnic group. Now, in 1967, the person who was in charge of the country, even before then, was Silvanus Olympio. He's Ewe. And the person who overthrew him, Nasimwe Yadema, is from the Cabre ethnic group. And his ethnic group has been in power since 1967 to today. I had an interesting conversation with one of his advisors when they asked me to come and be an observer on the last election in Togo when Yadema was the president. So I asked him, I said, why can't he step down? He said, well, the man is tired already. He's been in power since 67. He wants to step down. But the people around him and his ethnic group doesn't want to give power up. And in Africa, it makes some sense, okay, because when they give up power, they are scared of the Ewes taking power again and exerting revenge. You understand?
On the things that they've done in order to stay in power.
Exactly. Exactly, about things they've done in order to stay in power. So they're afraid to give up power. That's a big problem. In Ghana, after Rawlings came to power, a lot of people felt that all those generals he executed, you know, was tribally based, ethnically based. See, Rawlings belongs to the Ewe ethnic group in Ghana, okay? And the predominance of those generals he executed, Akan or Ashanti, to be, you know, to be straightforward. So a lot of people felt that if those generals were from the Ewe ethnic group, he wouldn't exactly, he wouldn't have been in that a hurry to have them, you know, executed. Now, in Guinea-Bissau, we talked about that. You know, you remember the cocaine trade we talked about last time when the president was killed. In Guinea-Bissau, the president who was killed belongs to an ethnic group called Papel. He has been at loggerheads since he came to power with the majority Balanta tribe, and most of the soldiers who overthrew him or killed him come from that ethnic group called the Balanta. So it has a lot of ethnic coloration to his assassination because he comes from a minority group, ethnic group that's about 7% of the population, and majority of the soldiers comes from this majority ethnic group called the Balanta. In Guinea, Sékou Touré, when he was in power, Sékou Touré was a Mandinka from the Mandinka ethnic group. He used his power to suppress the majority Fulani group that wanted to, you know, were opposing his government.
Dr. Badu, let us take this commercial break, and we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break. Back to the final segment of the show for today.